The church celebrates this wonderful feast of what they call the Holy Family. And 2 days ago, when Jesus was born, and today the church celebrates liturgically that he was presented according to the law in such a way that he fulfills the law of Moses, that the firstborn male belongs to God. So that's, and the wonderful readings about family and kind of the perfect family. I'd like to talk about the scriptures in terms of holiness and holiness within the family structure. And there are many books, how to be, a perfect wife, perfect husband, how to be perfect but not necessarily holy. My view today, and this might be a little difficult, watching families in my ministry, family students talking about their families, mothers and fathers, husbands and wives coming to me to talk about the struggle of Christian family life. What I'd like to point out, and I'd like to center on Joseph. Pope Francis has declared this coming year the feast, the celebration of the role, the person of Joseph. I want to say something dramatic and then work it out, I hope. I think the happiest families, this is strange, but I'll say it anyway, the happier families are those in which the Joseph figure, the husband, the father, is peaceful and grateful, here it comes, with his personal poverty. Now, remember Joseph. What do I mean by personal poverty? Parents want to be more than they ever can be for their families. They, as husbands and wives, they want to be more than they can be. Love moves us that way. Whatever I do, it's not enough. I can't, I won't. Joseph had a tremendous experience of poverty, of personal poverty. He was not the biological father of the child born in Bethlehem. He could not find a residence, a place, a birthplace. He couldn't provide a comfortable place for the birth. What did he do? Was he standing outside wringing his hands? When he sees the shepherds, he says, oh, maybe they can help. And they go to the temple and they offer the symbols of poverty. The poorest offering, according to the law, that's what they provided. I think families who, husbands and wives who have expectations. See, expectations create the dream of richness, of perfection. I just watch families and I watch relationships. Those who deal well, peacefully, with having expectations of the self and of what I can do for others, That's holy. What is also holy is my expectations cannot be realized by myself, and my expectations of you can't be realized either. But I reverence, and this is where I think the Holy Family is, they reverenced their poverty. They reverenced their inabilities. And in a way they encouraged, don't hide. Don't pretend that you don't have them. They are there. And the example of Joseph and Mary. Mary accepted the poverty of the stable, the poverty of her husband. Our expectations become demands of ourselves and of others, and the demands are for richness of some kind, not just financial richness, but completion is a richness. Having control is a richness. And they become howling demands that are constantly disappointed by myself and by others. And there's the gremlin of resentment and disappointment. That's not reverence. And I think the holy families that I know, they don't laugh at each other's frailties, humanities. They reverence it, live with it, not regretfully or vengefully, but the way you live with your humanity, your poverty, helps me with mine. See, that's what we give in family. The reverence for each other's humanity. The poverty, I call it poverty, compared to the richness. We want it all. We want completion. You can't complete me, and I'm disappointed in you. You can't complete me. You make me long for more. Joseph seemed to live with that, wanting to be a good husband, but there he is in a stable. There he is at the temple with his own poverty. There he goes to Nazareth. We celebrate next Sunday, the kings come, and they have riches which then point to Joseph's poverty. But the holiness of the Holy Family was that they lived peacefully with each other's poverty. And that's the real challenge these days. Very few of us had the perfect Christmas day this year. We were reduced to a poverty that asked us to receive it as part of our truth, part of our human condition. We could be mad at life, God. It's so easily received, our anger, our resentment, because we long for holiness or completion or perfection. We long for it, and we can blame our imperfections on others. No, living with my poverty allows me to live more peacefully with yours. That's the Holy Family. Yes, we tell each other, you know, you could do better, you could improve. Can you do it reverently? As God does. God has great hopes for us. Our reception of the Eucharist is a reception of God's grace to become more and more God's gift, God's gifts to these days. So, is the Holy Family a perfect family? I would say the Holy Family is the family that can be grateful for the individual poverty of each. And Joseph, the man, couldn't do it. And it seems to me that the holier families, the happier families, it's the parents, especially the men, who can be accepting not of the cultural images and cultural demands of what a man or a husband should be. The Eucharist says, I come to you as you are, so please be who you are. Be my body. Be my presence. Be my gift.